Hello YouTube, my name is Luke Morgan. I just wanted to talk for a minute about the dangers of television, okay? Now, my advice to you is turn off your television right now and never turn it on again. Television creates these expectations that everybody feels like they have to live up to, like, the beautiful people of Hollywood. You're not beautiful unless you look like them, or, it creates sort of a role model that shouldn't be a role model. It creates some kind of image that people feel like they have to live up to, and the storylines on television shows and movies, people think that those kind of storylines are real. They create fake emotions. The emotions you get from those, it's not real. Yet people still feel like they have to live up to the way that those shows are portrayed, and that the characters, people look up to the characters, they idolize the characters, they idolize that actor for a fake person that they're being, that character that they're playing isn't them. Yet people are basically appreciating a fake person that's made to look real. And that kind of, I don't really mean to go off subject here, but that's kind of the point of mind control, because television sets these standards that people feel like they have to live up to, or that they have to be like, or I don't know. There's just a few points that I would really, it's really ridiculous and pathetic. If there was no such thing as television, everybody could be themselves. And, I know this is a topic that a lot of people touch on, but a lot of people don't get to the point of, for some reason, we're forced to live a specific lifestyle, or forced to live up to specific expectations. And how many times have you watched a television show and saw a character or saw something happen in the television show that created so much emotion because you could relate to it so much, and then it sort of caused an epiphany in your life that's intentional? Also, how many times has something happened and somebody relates it to something that happened on television, like, oh, that's just like what happened in this movie or that movie. So, see, it has its effects on the human psyche, and I'm pretty sure you get the gist of what I'm saying. Just, if you watch TV, just remember that it's 100% fake. Everything on it is fake. And the 85% of it is advertisements trying to get you to buy products. And nobody ever really thinks that, how many hours a day do you watch TV? How much of that time is consumed by advertisements and marketing? So, how much of your brain is actually constantly taken in, being conditioned to want to buy or to have products, or, be the next, have the next new thing? It's just the way that we're going right now. The angle that the path that we're on as a society, as a whole world, needs to change. We need to stop looking at TV to set the guidelines for our lives. We need to fix this. I usually don't refer to the Bible, but you've heard in the Bible about the story of Babylon, which, I mean, if you really want to set and do the calculations and the math, is Hollywood. Hollywood is Babylon, essentially. I mean, once you get to the point of it. And so that's why I kind of think that the Bible is really just a metaphor, or maybe designed so that we'll think it's inscribed, so it has to happen, or that that's the way things have to be because it's written in the Bible. And I mean, I'm not trying to really go all. I mean, I'm not really trying to put, two different concepts in at once, but I guess the moral of the story here is television conditions you to be how they want you to be. And I'll give an example. You have these young girls, 12, 13-year-old girls, who feel like, who literally feel inadequate because they don't look like Miley Cyrus. Well, Miley Cyrus is a bad example, but because they don't look like Selena Gomez, or, they're, you get the point, So it starts at a very young age, at a very impressionable age. And that's the age that they target specifically, is the preteen age, the most impressionable age. And that's where most of the impression sets in, is around that age. And also, television has kind of created this concept that we're always looking forward to something. We're always expecting something to happen, but it's never going to. And if you look very closely within television, you can read between the lines and get the messages, the true messages that they're trying to send. There are many, many, many things that they are trying to condition us for, that they have been conditioning us for years, and that I won't touch base on right now. I just want to kind of instill a concept into your brain to start kind of realizing that the people on television are human beings just like you. There's no reason that you should have to be like them. There's no reason you should feel that you have to be like them. There's no reason for the guidelines that they set. You don't have to live up to those expectations, but it's instilled into our brains at an early age, and it's very hard to avoid, and it's very hard to kind of break that barrier down. But once you do, you realize it. You can read between the lines and see things for what they are. You can see the symbolism and know exactly what it means and not what it says. It's a cliche term, but things aren't always as they seem. The truth is hidden in plain sight, and they basically tell you, we're forcing you to do this. It's like they say it so that they feel better about it. If they're actually telling you about it, even if it's subliminally, they're still letting you know what they're doing. And I hope that all this kind of ties together, and it's not just a bunch of rambling to you. I hope you understand what I mean. And just remember that you are you. You create your life. You follow your path, your true will, your orbit. If anybody else interferes with your orbit, it causes a collision. Every human being, every man and woman is a star. They have their own orbit. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Just turn off the television, unplug it, beat it with a fucking baseball bat, and I'm out. Peace.